Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another exciting episode of Java with the Gyms. My name is Jim Meyer, broker associate at Remax Gold. Now you have a friend in the real estate business. Mike, thank you so much. You wrote an exceptional book called Improve Your Position. And now it must have been difficult, the whole process of writing it. Was it emotional for you?
Yeah, I mean, and it's funny because I had a terrible childhood up until age 7, and then and I thought whenever I was talked into writing the book, I thought that would be the most emotional part, but it really wasn't. It was really the disappointments that happened to me after I was an adult, that were kind of the most emotional parts of the book for me, which was kind of surprising to me. I'd become so callous to those things, and I was talking about things in this book that I hadn't talked about in, I'm 48 years old now. I hadn't talked about them in 40 years. So I thought I'd be a little more emotional about that, but it just turned out that that wasn't the case. It was, it was the newest pain that I was carrying was the most emotional for me.
So it was probably, it'll be very therapeutic, I'm going to guess, for people who read the book. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, this will be one of those books, once I kind of decided how I wanted to live my life and kind of change the way I lived my day to day, I'd always had excuses, even though I wasn't, I never talked about it, or it was those things where in my mind, I thought you're not really built to be successful just because these things have happened to you whenever you were a kid and as a teenager and then early in adulthood. I just think I was built that way. And it wasn't until I changed my mind about that, I figured out you can, be successful or instilling a few principles of discipline into your life and things like that. It makes it really, really easy, just improving your position just a little bit every day. It doesn't have to be big gains. As a matter of fact, it won't be big gains. And in fact, what I found out is even if you get these big gains, sometimes you don't know how to deal with them. And so it's kind of like winning the lottery. You get a big gain all of a sudden, and you don't really know how to be rich. And all of a sudden, 2 years down the road, you're poorer than you were when you won the lottery. And so, or before you won the lottery. So, uh, it, you know, as that pertains to life, I didn't want that to happen to me. So the small gains were fine with me, and I just started to accumulate these uh, small gains and momentum. And before you know it, you've gained all these opportunities just because you've gotten a little bit better and done a little bit more every single day. And they do accumulate, and time goes by fast, and it goes by whether you're doing something about your life or not. So once I realized those things, it made it really, really easy. And then things just start to, as you compile those better days, the things start to pile up also opportunity wise.
So if I'm reading this right, baby steps,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you're the master of your own destiny. Am I right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. Will you come back tomorrow and drop some more knowledge bombs on us, please?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, you guys, come back tomorrow. And if you didn't see yesterday's episode, you're hurting yourself. So we're going to see you guys again tomorrow for another exciting episode of Java with the Gyms.